know about you, but I'm very ready to put some makeup on. It's just gonna be a calm, chill, get ready with me video. So if you're ready for that, grab a cup of whatever makes you warm and fuzzy on the inside. We're gonna go from this to this kind of toasty fall look. Let's get into it. Wrapped with the Solara SPF. It is rainy, disgusting, gross outside. My hair is insane. And yes, I am wearing my college sweatshirt, which is why it has this signature cut. Did you guys do this? It was like a thing. Fun fact, I had food poisoning last week. Luckily, it wasn't horrible, but man, the human body, I'm wearing foundation, and there's a reason why. Human body is pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. I'm wearing foundation, the Perez foundation, because it's been days. I felt significantly better within 24 hours. Again, it wasn't like the worst situation ever, but my skin, it's just still coming through the pores, just the disruption of the system. I don't know. I think when you eat better, when you try to eat better, I've been cooking a lot from home. I used to be addicted to DoorDash, but I was making a concerted effort to not do that anymore. I'm so close to everything where I am. So I could go and pick it up, but instead I was like, all right, we're going to make some cool recipes. And then I went out to dinner and paid for it. But it was fine. It's whatever, moving on. I'm just saying it's crazy how the skin had to adjust. And the reason I'm wearing foundation is because you can see the discoloration. You never see that over here. Like this rarely happens. It's a different kind of breakout. And the skin is doing its thing. I'm going to allow it to. I'm leaning heavily on products that I can trust won't irritate my skin. So you're going to see a lot of those. So for sensitive skin types, this may be helpful. Nothing like starting off and get ready with me with food poisoning. Yay. Otherwise, not much else is new. Just launched a bot and the best of the Style Shaker guide, which was initially hidden because I had overthought everything, which is common. Anyway, as a solopreneur, you're just kind of like talking to yourself in Chat GPT. And then there are other entrepreneurs here. So I found a little bit of a community. But it started off as like this, then do this and then do that and then do this. And it was really bringing me back to my corporate social and marketing strategy days. And it was just not necessary. So the best of the Style Shaker guide. You've been asking for this for a really long time. Not like I've been not wanting to do it. It's just I wanted to find a way that I could manage well so you weren't just getting old links all the time. And it's been a while in the making. So you can see it. It's favorites by category, all category organized by each category. Am I saying category a lot? Yes. So if you wanted to find the best liquid foundations, cream concealers, you ask BritBot, that's fine. You can go to favorites, it's all in there. All you need to do is give me an email, otherwise it is free, and the email is the way that I get to update you. I get to send you all the updates. If you need under eye brightening like me, allergies, food poisoning, life. I don't want anything too heavy. This is a really lightweight sort of option that I have been reaching for a lot. It is in the Boss Guide, which is Best of Style Shaker. Of course, I have to abbreviate everything at this point. I don't know. Haven't let that one go from corporate, but it's in there and it's in there for a reason. It's just not a heavy brightener. And sometimes they can be, like shellac under the eye and mature skin. We have fine lines, we have crepiness. There's 15,000 people telling you all the right and wrong ways to apply it. So this is just an easy, I could just glide it on with my fingers and not even think about it. No one has paid to be featured here. These are just my opinions if you would like them. So here I am. I'm going to go to the other eye really fast. Et voila. I wanted to talk about the Westman Atelier concealer. I have been using this quite a bit. I've been using it under eye, across the face, but I've also, I don't know how these things I play with makeup in the morning. It's one of my little meditative things. Highly recommend it. I put a little bit on this Fitglow brush. You can use anything. You can use an eyeshadow brush. And then I just go under the brow very lightly to carve it out, and then I blend that in. It's not even to carve it out, it's more for the lift. Now, other things that I do when my skin is freaking out, I wash all of my brushes, my poofs, my everything, all of that. Technically, this is something we should be doing often, maybe weekly. It's like your sheets, you know, wash them. Because if you're using them a lot, you know the deal. It gets crud. It's crud. You don't want the crud, and then you don't want the crud, especially around the eyes. It's not good. So I wash all my brushes, and then speaking of sheets, I wash my sheets, I wash my pillowcases, but especially my pillowcases. Like if I've just washed my sheets, maybe I've slept in them a couple of nights, then I'm looking at my pillowcases, I wash my pillowcases. Anything that's going to touch my face. I also take any new hair products out, like hairs. I'm always trying to find a hairspray over here. Trust me, I'm always, because I do like them because I get frizzy, as you can tell. I'm always trying to find that, but I pump the brakes on any hair care because I will get little breakouts around, little bumps, nothing like I've had recently, but I just don't want any other irritation around. So those are just the key things, and I go with what I know will work. So everything I've put on is pretty safe in my book, at least. Definitely look at the ingredients. I'm not saying these aren't going to irritate your skin, but these have been good for me. This is the Gen C Posh. No, that's not it. The Gen C liquid eyeshadow. I just put a little bit on here. It's very highly pigmented. So I would recommend, if you're using a liquid eyeshadow like this, just buff it onto the back of your hand before you apply. See, like I already kind of messed up a little bit, but I didn't have a ton on the brush, so I'm not really worried about that. This, I would say, is a relatively forgiving shadow, but the colors in general are beautiful. I really do like these. I haven't tried their metallic version yet, but I have some that I'm going to test out. Let's get dramatic with there we go. See? It's like, so I'm just going to go play around with this. Yeah, see what I mean? It's kind of drying down a little bit. And you would probably panic at this point. Don't panic. I mean, maybe you wouldn't. Maybe you're like, Brittany, really? We're not going to panic. It's eyeshadow. I'm panicking. Not really. Why does it look like there's a big blotch? This is interesting. This is really, here's what I'm going to do. This is really annoying me live. I'm just going to take it on the finger, press it in between the two fingers, and apply like this and see what happens. I actually think finger is the way to do this. Yeah, because look at that. It already dried down. This is drying down a lot faster than I remember it drying down before. I might need to reevaluate. And it could just be that I've had it a little longer. So I will test some others from them. I can't even be bothered to continue blending. Maybe a little. I'll be right back. It's a little better. A little fussy. A little fussy. I do have a trick up my sleeve that we can use to make life a little bit easier for us. I'm going to give it a second to sort of like settle into the skin, but fingers, way to go. I honestly did not think that until just this recording. So moving on. I have two cream bronzers because I'm extra. This Merit bronzer. This is their little bronzy glow dew bronze, I think is what it's. No, that's Say. What is this called? I don't know, but I'll put it in the links below. Does a good job. It's a little warm. Not the worst thing in the world. Very, very hard to mess up. There's not a huge amount of splotchiness or payoff issues. Like you're not going to get a ton of product on the brush and then not be able to work with it. But as you can see, it's a little bit warmer. Does a nice job though. So that could be enough for somebody who doesn't wear a lot of bronzer, but for me, I need a little bit. I don't know. I need more. I need something else. I need something darker. So I'm going to use something that I've always really liked. I just haven't reached for it until recently. This is the Tower 28 Sculptino. This is in shade Getty. I just kind of like this look right now. I'm really gravitating towards the cooler browns, the cooler reds, just cool toned things. Is that the daylight savings? Probably. Probably winter. Don't know. But it seems to be where I am at. I don't know if you guys are the same. I don't know how you're feeling about this 4 p.m. darkness. It is kind of amazing though how when it hits 4 p.m. your body instantly just, again, the body, we love it. It's amazing. Thank you so much for being amazing. What? I don't know. When it hits that 4 p.m., before I would be doing stuff till 7 p.m. and I'd be like, I have the rest of the day. 4 o'clock, bring me the blankets. I need to cuddle. We're putting on the sweatpants. Not technically because I actually have to do stuff at 4 p.m., but Does that happen to you? It's just such a weird adjustment every year. This is also the time of year where when the temperatures fluctuate. When I first came back to Tennessee from California, my skin was like, what are you doing? What is this? What is this? I don't remember this. And yet I was raised in the Midwest, East Coast. So she didn't adjust well. But you see how like that just sort of I like it. I really like it. I really like it. The Soshe eyeliner pencil. I feel like this is just not talked about by many people. If you like a defined line that is hard to mess up, it's very forgiving, this formula. It's creamy, but it's not too creamy. It doesn't tug. And you want it to last. Oily eyes, oily lids, things like that. My guess is that this is going to be better than a lot of the other options out there. And I have this in sort of a burgundy shade. This is the one that I'll use when I just want a very small little wing, which whenever do I not want that? Lately, I've been doing a thicker line on the top lid. Take a look. They are not paying me to say this. I just really, really like this pencil. I use it quite a bit. It is on the Best of the Style Shaker guide. We like a little bit of blush, but before I do that, remember I talked to you about the eyeshadow blend? It's sort of worked in a little bit. It's not perfect. We aim for perfectly imperfect over here, if you haven't noticed. A little bit of the Sculptino, blend it out a little bit better. Usually works for me. Still a little bit dark on the inner corner. Yeah, that Gen Z really dried down, and there's an inner crease usually there. It dried down into the crease and it was not great. Which is weird because I do usually like that stuff. So it's also how the light's hitting it. That's a better blend for me. What do you think? I think we're getting there. Blush, I have the Sweed blush. This is their Air Blush Cream in Cheeky. It's giving the cream to powder feel of this perfect in between of a peach and a pink, which is why I kind of love it. Builds really well too, so I'm just gonna pop this on. This I would put on my eyes as well. I just feel like we've already given that enough attention for the day. And of course, just pop around. It's just a really great blush. Not sure why I haven't talked about it yet. Sometimes things just get lost in the shuffle, so I love doing Get Ready With Me's for that reason. And then a little bit of mascara. And then I'm going to show you the Victoria Beckham Posh Balm that I just reviewed. Tower 28. Oh, look. I used my lashes there. I gotta clean the bottle. This one still flakes a little bit for me. I don't know if it flakes for you. I like the volume. It's still a great mascara. People love this mascara. I happen to really love the shade Drift as an alternative to a black mascara. Get into it. I know there's also a lot of colorful mascaras right now, like blues, burgundies. I haven't tried those yet. Sounds kind of fun for holiday. Fun fact for those that made it to the end of the video, I did film something yesterday and I was like, wow, that was great. I was totally unhinged, uninhibited stream of consciousness. It was not good. Sometimes you think when you're filming it, you're like, this is one of the better ones. And then you get to the editing and you're like, whoa, where was I going with that? I couldn't piece it all together. I think I was just completely burnt out by the time I was recording yesterday. This is me re-recording. I think you would have been very, very lost had I posted that. Cuckoo. I think I was also a little over-caffeinated, which can be the case. Lip. Okay, this is the combo. I love a lip combo. I can't get enough of lip combos. And they're very organic in that I find them in the morning when I'm just grabbing random things. Some I'm currently testing, some I just want to try out. Posh lip balm in the shade Colette. This looks very red. It's a balm, so it's not going to go on too strong. However, as you can see, the pigment payoff, it says it's a sheer or a wash, sheer wash. Sure, but it builds. This is not like a shy balm, you know? It's thicker. There's a little bit more waxiness to it. Like I was saying, the texture's different. And it really has grown on me because it really adheres so well. So if you have a dry pout and you need something that lasts for a long time, shockingly, I had a big salad and this stayed on. It stayed on. So it gives you a little bit of a gloss for a balm. The one thing is did you hear that click? One click gives you the perfect dose because it can be a lip treatment. You can wear it overnight. Yeah, whatever. You can't turn it back down. So I just don't like those contraptions. I'm not a big fan of that type of component. That's just a nitpick. Otherwise, I really like the color. I really like the performance. And now I'm going in with another product from Soshe. This is Kismet, their lip liner in Kismet. This is more of a brick, kind of a brick burgundy. Ron burgundy? No, brick burgundy. Normally, I will apply underneath, I'll zhuzh a little bit, and then outside. But this, I like it so much. It's super hard to apply lip liner and talk, that I started just applying more and more of it when I was playing with it in the morning. So like bringing it into the corner, it's a really pretty combination. It's sort of like a dark cherry combo for the lip. You know what I mean? I've also become a little bit more discerning when it comes to lip pencils because some of them are just too soft for me now. They just sort of blur when I want a little bit more control when I'm applying. And I think if you have a lip line, you don't want something that automatically will blur on you because it'll get and bleed a little bit into the lip lines. So this is really good right now. I have some others that are in the best of guide. This though is one that I'm looking at to compete with some of the other favorites that I have on there because it's holding on and also the shades are really pretty. And as a random aside, a little trick that I've discovered, you don't have to use this exact pencil for it, but this is the Sweed lip pencil. They're nice, they're very creamy. So this has a lip brush on it. It's a very flat brush. And sometimes I'll just do this. It sort of blends it and softens the lip line, especially up here. Sorry, I'm looking off. Right here. So you get a line lip, you get a little bit of precision, but it's not severe. It's not a severe, harsh line, which again, I think might actually be an interesting thing to try if you're worried about lip products bleeding into the line. I know there's a lot of other application methods out there from very qualified makeup artists. I am not one of them, so check them out. But this is it. This is the look. It's sort of a toasty, holiday-centric, fall-centric look. I think it's toasty, overall toasty. I think most of this worked. I'm a little concerned about this. I'm going to try it against the other shade that I have. I do think it could just be the shelf life on this one. It's probably towards the end of it. My sticker fell off, so I don't really know, which is driving me nuts. Either way, the rest of it I'm really happy with. And hopefully that was fun for you and easy for you to play around with your makeup because that's like what we do over here. So hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what your favorite picks are right now for holiday. Are you reaching for anything kind of just fun and play? Because like makeup's supposed to be fun most of the time, right? I feel. I will see you right back here real soon. Until then,